Hello again, friends! And you are our friends, even though we all grieve together. Welcome to D&M Sports Break number 221. An extra sad edition here today. I think we all know why we're gathered and what happened this morning. I'm sure that'll come up plenty of times. In the meantime, I did put a card stand over Austin Matthews' stupid face. That's the least I can do for you fine folks. We have a ton of fun here coming up involved. We vamp a little bit, wait for some guys to come in. There's Hunter and Jack and Freggie. We've got two 24-25 Stature, 23-24 Engrained, 23-24 Spa, and then celebrating year 24-25 Ice and Skybox Metal. Always going to be currently watching from Chin's drive-thru because God forbid people not order pizza from Hunter. Oh, Hunter, that shows dedication that you're watching at a Tim Horton drive-thru. Head there to Matt and to Chris McCulley and to Brad. Again, we'll kind of wait here a little bit. But yes, obviously the game, we will kind of talk about that as we get through the break. We don't need to damper things right off the hop. But first things first. Guess a number. Put a number down. Why would you do such a thing, you say? Well, let me tell you. Because if you can get a short printed number that is on a card, you'll win a prize. What do I mean by that? Well, Brad just guessed number 47. So let's say we pull a card number 47 of 99. He'll win. The only thing he has to do is like this feed. I need a like or a heart or even an angry or haha on this stream. If I don't get it, I will become very sad. I'm very vain and I need all of your attention. So make sure that you hit that little like button. The reality is that it does help us reach an even broader audience. But at the same time, I definitely want that like. Bonjour, Yvon. Welcome into the break. Yvon, I'm glad that you just popped in because I got something to tell you as well. So just as a reminder, everybody, we do our First Liners Club. So our First Liners, they qualify for a special draw only for the First Liners that will happen at the end of this month. I guess I probably could have did it as early as today with no more February breaks coming in, but either way. So First Liners, they'll qualify for a specific draw just for them. You get one ballot for each Sunday team or half a ballot for each Tuesday team. But if they get a number correct in terms of that special pick, they will win a little bit of a beefier prize. So for any of you First Liners, this would be either a 24-25 extended hobby. We've got 25-26 Series 1 hobby. I've got two MVP Silver collections, a 25 Team Canada hobby, two 25-26 O-Pee-Chee, 24-25 Metal, or 24-25 Parkers, or a 24-25 Team Canada Junior Blaster. That was exclusive for First Liners, so if any of you First Liners hit the right number, you will have your choice of those prizes, first come, first serve. As a reminder, our current fourth liners are Trevor, Scott, Vince, Mario, Freggie, Matt, Julien, Chris, Hunter, Andrew is on the way there, and so is Patrick. We have Jack, Alex, and Dale. And Yvon, you are now the newest member of the First Liners Club. So typically, as long as you join 3 Sunday breaks in a row, or 2 Tuesdays, it counts the same, you are now a member of the First Liner Club. And Patrick and Andrew, you guys are up next. So you guys are 1 break away from joining that very special club. So Yvon, félicitations pour toi. Thank you so much for supporting the breaks as you do. And when we do that draw at the end of the month, you will be involved in that, Yvon. Aside from that, we looked at our guess number, we went through our prizes, we went through Yvon being a part of the new cult. That's right, Hunter. Pat and Andrew, again, you're just 1 away, so we expect to invite you guys in next time. 2 trades to announce. Santa Scott has sent the Montreal Canadiens to Hunter for the New Jersey Devils, and Trevor has sent the Boston Bruins to Downtown Dale Traits, it is, for the Buffalo Sabres. So 2 trades done on that route. And very, very lastly, my friends, and you guys do an excellent job at this, just keep it positive. So that's all you really got to do. Patrick, you are correct, my friend. You are in for next week. So you will qualify for the March draw. So those 14 guys who I mentioned, you guys will be in the draw there for this week. And next week we're going to we'll have a little celebration for Patrick, maybe bring in some cupcakes. But then Yvonne will be sad because he doesn't have cupcakes. We'll figure it out in the wash. But yes, be positive. You guys are excellent at that. When you see a nice card, go out of your way and say, hey, that's a really nice card. Because if you get a nice card, you'd probably like people to say, hey, That's a really nice card. Just makes you feel a little good, right? Makes you feel the warm and fuzzies, and we definitely want to continue to grow our little family that we have here, for sure. That is enough vamping. I think it's time to get to work, so let's spread those out a little bit more. And let's start off with everybody's favorite, the mainstay, 24-25 Metal Universe. So I think we all know the gist of Metal Universe in terms of looking for things like PMGs and Jambalayas, but this year there were many more new short print cards, like the Gold Bullion, or the big ones, the Liquid Gold and the Dark Matter. We literally pulled that Michkov Dark Matter card in a break before. They are stunning, to just say the least. So, 15 packs. This is box number 5. The Ice will be box number 5 as well. I know you guys love your 5s for whatever reasons. I think Fredgie has to do something with that, but when you're right, you're right. So what do you do, right? 24-25 Metal. Last time we did it was quite nice. Had a card out of 50, had a short print, and had a PMG. Maybe it was an auto. I think it was a PMG. Essentially, you're guaranteed an auto or a PMG in this year's Metal. So that one is quite nice for sure. And Yvon, as a celebration for you joining the First Liners Club, this is for you. Alrighty. As a reminder, when it comes to the First Liners Club, you literally continue to join, or you stay in it, by joining either the Sunday or Tuesday break. So we still do our Tuesday breaks every second Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday, but the next one, which is already sold out, by the way. And we will be doing the Rip and Ship option for that break when it arrives. So even if you're not in the break and you want to take part in Rip and Ship, we would absolutely love to have you. And yes, you're able to basically join 3 out of 4 weeks. So life happens, and if you need to drop out for a week, there's no harm, no foul. You guys know how it is here. We're pretty easy to get along with, but those are kind of the general ground rules, if you will. All right. Here's your quick base card look, and off we go with our sophomore Fantilli. We have Brock Faber, Jake Getzel, Matty Nyes, and Yan Kuznetsov will be your prospects with Calgary, followed up by rookie Bradley Nadeau. He is your local boy up north in New Brunswick. Hunter M, 1 spot for next week. I will put you in. Next week will be a fun one without a doubt. We'll go over what's going to be in that break here later on when we do our little commercial, a little cheap plug. But for now, you guys have been patiently awaiting. I say you're waiting for me to stop talking, but all I ever do is talk. So maybe you're not necessarily waiting for me to stop talking, but you're just waiting for the cardboard. There's Kopi, John Carlson, Bo Horvat, Nick Suzuki, Maverick Bork, Swedish Chef's favorite player with a prospects card with Dallas, and we have Olin Zellweger. He's been following us around quite a bit. Hunter nailed a stunning RPA for Zellweger at a premiere a couple weeks ago. No showing off any Chewy cards to the LKs. You know what, Chris? That's totally fair. That is fair. Dale, you got your wish finally. There will be no Kachucks on display. Look, if it's an auto or something, we may have to cross that bridge when we get there, but I will not torture you because I feel the pain as well. Hello there to Levy. Happy you're able to join. Robo. We got Drake Batherson, Neighbors, and Zook. Prospect numero 3. It is going to be Rutger McGroarty with the Pens. And your rookie will be Victor Mancini with the Rags, also known as the Rangers. The beat goes on. You got Fabian Zetterlund, Iafallo, Toffoli, and Matchbox 20. Your Z-Force is now on the board. A beautiful Lucas Raymond. Hey, he's Swedish. We can talk about him. I love Z-Force. They always do Z-Force and Skybox. I adore Z-Force. And Brendan Othman, rookie number 2 that we pulled with the Rangers. Final card to the left-hand side. Matt Boldy, don't look at him. Mikko Rantanen, Luke Hughes, Keandre Miller, and your Gen Z is a sophomore Connor Bedard with a suspect at best picture that they chose for him. Whoa. But you will notice it's numbered. So number 7, lucky number 7 is what we're looking for. If any of you fine folks out there have number 7, you have won a prize. Your back card will be Scott Morrow, rookie with the Hurricanes. Quick peekaroo there at your Gen Z on the back. And even though it is a sophomore card, it is never a bad time to get a short print Bedard. I think we can all agree on that. So that will be your first hit of the box. Did no one guess number 7? That's wild. Oh man, I hate when that happens. Hold on a second there. Hold on a second there. Ta-da. Hawks are on the board indeed. Who has Chicago? Michael Chapman, who's taking part in our case break. I do want to let you guys know as well, our in-store case break for Series 2 is on March 4th. Our Moncton location had one spot open up for the second case break at 8 p.m. So if you do want to grab one spot, either additional or to be able to join, feel free. That does count towards the first liners as well. So if you took a few teams, you will get ballots to the March draw. So it does count towards first liner break joining. Braden Point, Mason Marchment. Oh, and also our Halifax store is doing one. They have maybe 10 spots left. So any of you Haligonians out there who'd like to take part, maybe a little bit more intimate, I'll say there, opposed to here where it's a little bit crazier with the back-to-back breaks. But if you want to get in, we'd love to have you. Back to work. Mark Stone, PLD, a silver shot with Sam Reinhart. Well, I mean, he scored against the Finns, so I mean, you know, we can look at Rhino. And Zachary Bolduc, he may be in Montreal, but if you have sweet St. Lou, he's coming home with you. Yeah, the Gaudreau thing's getting a little, I don't know. Is Johnny Gaudreau just going to be immortalized for the rest of the time? I'm not even saying it is a bad way. I'm not saying it's bad against Johnny Gaudreau. But, like, would he have made the team this year? I don't know. Igor Sharangovich, Bedsy back again in base card form, DeBrincat, and Nico Heischer. And there is your search engine with Liam Ogrim. It looks like a big blank spot. It is because some of these are autographed. So if they're autographed, they go down there in the white. But that's a Minnesota rookie. And Akil Thomas. Gets the LA Kings. And Santa Scott, lucky enough to stumble and fall on the Kings here today, which is definitely who he wants. If you ever have the LA Kings, you just give him a phone call and he'll do a trade with you. Jake DeBrusk, Timmy Stew, Josh Norris, Martin Necas, and a beautiful counterpoise with Vasi. That is a very sharp card. I got a feeling this is one of those, like, you only get 3 or 4 different types of cards per box kind of thing. There's a focus to her. Counterpoise, Dawning, Blast Furnace, and points per game combined to fall 1 and 8. So a beautiful Vasi insert there, and a Matvei Mishkov base rookie bringing up the rear as well. So a nice Mishkov on that end. Be nice if Mishkov actually got some playing time. We could actually see a little bit more of what we're supposed to get out of him. We got Mercer Show, Panther Nightmare Mercer Show. We got Gino, Laffy, and Zach Hyman. Hiding behind that is your Dawning. So there is your second of those type of cards. Once again, Panther Nightmare, Jonathan Mercer Show. Why? Because when the expansion draft with Vegas happened, Tom Rowe, the brain-dead general manager of Florida at the time with Vasily Ponomarev at the back, decided that he needed to make sure that he had an extra defenseman, which cost him an extra roster spot. So he let both Jonathan Mercer Show and Riley Smith go to keep who? Alex Petrovic, the number 7 defenseman in Dallas. Yeah. I was not thrilled. Willy-nilly, Nate Mack, Morgan Frost, Shuffles. Your Z-Force is back with the hero against Czechia. It's Mitch Marner. And behind that, a Lane Hudson rookie. So Hunter, that gets you on the board with a base rookie for Lano Hudson. And you know what? Why not? It's Lane Hudson. We'll put him there. Maybe Mishkov should have went there, but here we are. Aloha to you, Julien. Welcome into the break. These packs are either easy to rip or not. Ooh, that could be the Bouillon. That could be a Bouillon. Bouillons are 1 out of 80 packs, so 1 out of almost 6 boxes. So if we pull one of those, that's a pretty decent one. So stay tuned here on this pack. We've got Seth Jarvis, Michael Bunting, the man passed around more than currency, Kiefer Sherwood, the hottest trade block guy that got traded way early, Dalim, and there's your gold Bouillon, Cutter Gauthier there at the back, Seamus Casey. Seamus Casey. So I believe that is a rookie for old Seamus. No, not WWE wrestler Seamus. But the gold bullions are quite sharp. And ultimately, that was that's going to Scott. Scott, who traded the Habs to Hunter, is because he's always such a beautiful man, and nice guy. And he gets rewarded with the rookie gold bullion for old Seamus Casey. 4 packs to go. No auto or PMG yet. That is a beauty, Brad. I agree with you completely on that. Actually, let's get that. Maybe front row. Let's move him there. There we go. Trevor Moore. Alex Iafallo. Gold Caulfield. Everybody's favorite Italian Finn, Matthias Michelli. And your alphabetical with Linus Ullmark. Some of the more silly cards that I've seen. I wouldn't even have as much of an issue if he was in both, but like some of these are a little bizarre. Literally just takes the first letter of his last name and they do this to it. And then Brendan Bryson with Vegas. We continue. Brock Besser. Focus time, Mr. Besser. Sasha Barkov. Hey, you know, Finland came third. Imagine if Barkey played. Yes, I know, imagine if Sid played, right? But, you know. Stammer, Slavin. There's another alphabetical. That one's a little bit nicer if they're going to fill up the entire letter. But there's Sebastian Aho, not to be confused with AEW's Riho. And Nikolai Kovalenko with Colorado. 2 packs to go. We got our gold bullion, and we've got a short print Bedsy. Kind of shocked nobody guessed number 7 earlier. But it is what it is. Noah Dobson, Tyler Bertuzzi, Kaneki, and Wyatt Johnston. Sebastian Aho is back, this time with the Gen Z, very similar to the Bedard, just not numbered. And the last man to score on Moth, Luca Del Bel Baluz. Yes, it was preseason, but it still counts. Luca Del Bel Baluz. And this is our final pack. I guess now it's time to test the waters if we got that guarantee here or not. That red is a good sign. So the odds are we got our PMG right here. Kent Johnson, Kuzmenko, JT, and Rhino. Now with a perfect blanket of Sam Reinhart. Let's see what our precious metal gem will be. Good luck, everyone. That's pretty sharp. Really quick, your base card is Logan Morrison. No offense to Logan Morrison, the upcoming Kraken. But let's take a quick peek-a-roo here of the beautiful Mikko Rantanen. Yes, he's in Colorado here, and it goes to the Avalanche. The beauty of this is that he won a cup in Colorado. So any Avalanche fan I talk to is not too upset with Mikko, even though he maybe didn't stay. PMGs are notorious for chipping. That is just the lore of it, so don't get too freaked out with a little chipping at the bottom. That is literally what they pretty much all are. These are numbered out of 100. 73 is the number that we're looking for. The green are the first 10, so 1, 2 to 10, and then the red start at number 11 and work their way up to 100. And based off that woo, I'm going to assume Patrick has Colorado, and yes, he does, and that is a beautiful card. I adore precious metal gems. I love Skybox. I'm just such a sucker for the PMGs. The jambalayas are timeless, so I adore that pull, and that is a very, very sharp one for you, Pat. Congrats on that one. And there is your box of Skybox metal. Not too shabby. A short print Bedsy with a weird flipping face to him. I still can't get over that photo that they chose. Your gold bullion, which is 1 in 80. And old Mikko. Time for ice. 24-25, of course. The shtick with ice. 3 ice premiers per box this year. You are looking, what up, Mark? Happy you're able to be into the break here. We're looking for exquisite cards. This is the most affordable way that you are going to get exquisites. Exquisites are those very thick 180 point cards. They go all the way to 101s. We pulled 2 101s in the recent history. One that was for Yvonne, which was Brock Besser, and Seth Jarvis rookie exquisite that I can't remember who that necessarily went to at the time, but still. Who we got here? Hunter! That's for you. A lot of humming and hawing from my end. I don't know. I think I'm getting distracted. I'm not quite sure why, but... yeah. All right. Frozen and Ice. If we see a Frozen and Ice card, those are a card within a card. If it's numbered, we're not going to open it, and if it is not numbered, we will open it. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Landon Slaggert, which sounds like a swear if you say it the right way. Your base cards, your base cards, Travis Konecny, getting this kicked off. Brock Faber, too many Brocks in the league now. Elias Pettersson, you get a green in every pack, and that is a face of a man who just did wind sprints. And your Sub-Zero is a rookie Sub-Zero shorter print for old Rutger McGroarty. He's back again in purple form. 275 is a number that we're looking for. If anybody out there is 275, you know what to do. But that gets us on the board, and we may as well put him on display, because why wouldn't we? And the beat goes on. Ruslan Isakov, former Panther Mason Marshman. Bedsy sophomore. K-Andre Miller with the base. Your green is going to be those mislabeled. So, interestingly enough, Patrick, you were the one that I think that told me that the veterans were all mislabeled. And that was true for the box that we had. But now we've got a Suzuki without the stamp and an Ovi with the stamp, which is interestingly enough. But as you can see, a lot of those veteran greens, not that the greens are a huge kind of push there with one in every pack, but the veterans all got kind of messed up. And a beautiful ice premier of Owen Pickering. So it's going to get a little bit of focus here. Out of 199, it's number 86, if anybody out there is number 86. And these are clear-cut cards, as you can see from there. And a very nice short-printed hit, considering some of these can go up as high as 999. So we'll put Owen Pickering on display right there. Another solid hit for Pittsburgh. Who's got the pens? If I was a penguin, 19. Vince. Linda. Couple nice short-print rookies for you. Maxwell Crozier, Tampa. We don't care about AM34 right now. Kevin Korchinski. Sebastian Aho. Arshdeep Baines, or as Trevor calls him, Arshdeep. And Devin Cooley. So he may be in a San Jose uniform, but this is a Calgary card, specifically because it has flames at the bottom. And when we flip it over, we see flames there as well. Apologize for the poor focus. My camera's trying to look through the card, which good luck on that, Mr. Camera. But there's a quick peek at the front. He would not have had a photo in a Calgary jersey in time, so they literally take what they have. So Devin Cooley would be there. I'm actually going to put him on top of that, so we know that that goes to Calgary. That will go to the Flames. Flames that belong to Andrew. Andrew, I guess you were working the phones but couldn't move Calgary, huh? Cutter Gauthier, your base rookie for the Anaheim, of course. Travis Sanheim, Braden Point, Jared McCann, Marshy, another green veteran, properly done. And we have our purple fuchsia magenta violet of Marshall Rifai. Not specifically numbered, but your purple violet fuchsia magenta, as I like to call it, rookie card for Marshall Rifai. It's a little different. I'm not used to a blue background when it comes to ice like that. Brendan Othman. Could just be like a Sub-Zero, I suppose. But Philip Forsberg. We have Eck. Trying to get some focus there. We go. Sid the Not So Kid. God, we missed him. Gavin Brindley in Columbus. And your articulates. You might be in Buffalo now, but if you have the Arizona Kachina, Josh Doan's coming home with you, or Utah, of course. Utah number 14 goes to Jack. There's your peekaroo there at the back. And Josh Doan really coming into his own. He's really proven that it ain't because of his dad that he's in the league. We continue. Brendan Bryson, your rookie. Matt Boldy, we don't care about him right now. Zach Hyman, Mitchie Marner. Johnny Hockey is your green, also properly aligned. And articulate number 2, Marat Kuznetsov, or Kuznetsov, or Kuz. But that will go to Minnesota. I believe he's in Boston now. Correct me if I'm wrong, downtown Dale Traits. That will go to the Wild. On to the right side of our box here. In our trip over the ice. Hopefully we don't trip on the ice. Back card. Declan Carlisle. We have Yegor Sharangovich. Pasta. Lucas Raymond. And there is an autograph that I just spoiled. Logan Morrison is going to be your green. And with the Winnipeg Jets, it is Nikita Cheeperkov. That is a hard-signed autograph out of 199. That is number 4, Bobby Orr. And I think I know a certain downtown Dale Traits who would have just won a prize. Number 20 is Yvon. So Yvon, you're on the board with a beautiful Cheeperkov. At least he took some time in the auto. I do like that. That one's quite sharp. And again, nice clear-cut auto as well. So a beautiful hit. And Dale, you have won a prize, my friend. Please let me know as soon as you're in the comments. Give me a little like or something. And then you can pick your prize from the first liners deck that I got over here. So just be like, hey, I'm alive. And then come get your prize. Beautiful hit being hard signed there as well. Frank Nazar, your base rook. Frank the Tank. Drew Doughty. Noah Dobson. Kirill the Thrill, misaligned. And your purple fuchsia magenta is Drew Doughty. I'm actually going to bring up Cheeperkov, especially since you can see through him right to the front. All right. Dale's probably out playing Risk again or something like that. Playing D&D. I won't fault him for that. Just stating a fact. Back card is going to be Matt Rempe. Rempire State of Mind. Rempire State Building. Is that first for the first liners? Yes, that is the first prize at a first liners once since we introduced it. Granted, we only introduced it last week, but still, we continue. So Fetch, Kadri, Troy Terry, Logan Mailloux, your green rookie with Montreal, Noah Dobson, PEI Zone with your purple fuchsia magenta. So we see what else we can find. We've already got our 3 ice premiers, one being an auto. That's a different color, that red. Sam Colangelo's your base rook. Might be the Spice, I guess. Kopi, the Swayman. Willie Eklund, misaligned. Ice premier number 4 is Brendan Bryson, 72 out of 499. Dale, I'll get right to you, my friend. 72 out of 499. And your Spice is Jack Eichel. Don't look at Jack Eichel. These are basically kind of like the color wheel with the lore, but the spicier the card, the harder they are to find, if that makes sense to you. Again, we don't like Jack Eichel right now, but a beautiful card nonetheless. Dale, we're going to take a really quick pause. I'm going to show you all your potential prizes. Please tell me which one that you want to claim. Hopefully you paid attention earlier when I did this, so we don't have to take forever. We have a 24-25 Team Canada Junior Blaster. We have a pack of 24-25 Extended Hobby. Pack of 25-26 Series 1 Hobby. 2 MVP Silver Collection. A 25 Team Canada Junior Hobby Pack. 2 25-26 O-Pee-Chee Hobby. A 24-25 Skybox Metal Hobby. Or a 24-25 Parkhurst Hobby. So Dale, you have your choice. You may pick one of any of those prizes. Let me know what you're thinking. And as far as I'm concerned, the way this is going to work, if we pull number 4 again, well, guess what? He wins 2 prizes and he's a first liner. So a lot of this will be a little bit of first come, first serve, if you will. We have a thick card here on the way, and it's not shaken, so it looks like an exquisite. And a lot of those prizes, maybe with another prize or 2, will be involved in the first liners draw, assuming what doesn't get chosen as well. Fantilli, we've got Neon Leon, we've got Laffy, we've got Troach with your misaligned green, and that is freaking gorgeous. I've never seen a card like that yet. Jackson Blake's your base rookie. Look at this. Ice shelves with Kyle Connor. Guys, Mark is American. He's in Ohio, so he's just trolling you. Don't pay attention to him. There's a quick peek at the back. I have not seen an ice shelves yet. Oh, come on, Dale. For the love of God, you're going to make everybody stop for you because you didn't pay attention twice now? I say that because I love Downtown Dale Trades, of course. These are not even numbered on the pack, so yeah. Very, very thick. Not supposed to be autographed, as there's no COA or anything like that on the back. The card is friggin' gorgeous, though. Like, look at the reflective sheen that kind of goes all right to it. And Yvonne, this box was for you, my man. That is stunning. Look at that. I like it. Dale, are you seriously going to make me go through the prizes again? Because I swear to God, if another first liner gets a prize now and they tell me, they get dibs over you. It's not my fault you're not paying attention, sir. We have another thick one. Not shaking. So, back card is going to be Scott Morrow in Carolina. So we got Swaggy, D-Lark, JT Miller. Yes, Dale, you won. We got card number 4 on the cheaper cough. Golly. Matchbox 20. Again, I love Dale. He knows I'm kidding. Well, and even if he doesn't, I don't care. Oh. Celebrinos! Not autoed, but still exactly what you want. Michael Jordan's 23 of 299. And what a finish to our box of ice. Backlit Celebrini. Baboosh. Who's got San Jose? Number 7. Patrick! Patrick just feasting. Just eating up. That is an absolute stunner. That's going to get you your break money back and then a little bit there, my friend. So, very, very nice. And, wow. Okay, let's do a little bit of an arrangement here. Holy crow. We've already done 2 boxes, and look at all the freaking hits we've got. Those are just like the appetizers. God. Gosh darn it, Dale. Dale, pay attention. I'm not doing this again. You can have either a team... This idea was horrible, and it's Dale's fault. You can have either a 2024 Team Canada Juniors. We have a 24-25 Parker's Hobby, a 24-25 Skybox Metal Hobby, 2 25-26 O-Pee-Chee, a 25 Team Canada Junior Hobby, 2 25-26 MVP Silver, a 25-26 Series 1 Hobby, or a 24-25 Extended Hobby. So Dale, let me know please, and we will certainly get you your prize. I will not go through that for you again. And thank you to intern Jake up at the front. Yvonne, I'm not, the math, so 120, and 240, 360, 480. This card is like 1 in like 50 boxes. Just doing some really like armchair math here. So 1 in 576 packs on your ice shelves, Yvonne. Ice shelves. So there you go. That's a beaut. A stunner, if you will. I'm just waiting for Dale to be like, sorry, I just got in the car. Can you show me again? Can you show me again? He would. Oh, he would. Series 1 Hobby. Excellent. So, Dale, congrats. You are a first liner for your consistent support of the breaks. And just for playing along and guessing number 4, Bobby Orr, you have won a hobby pack of Series 1 Hobby for 25-26. So that comes off of the board and off of the selections. And congrats to you, Dale, for being the first one to pick up a big hit as a first liner. All right, speaking of big hits, the guy who arguably should have been at the Olympics. I said from the beginning, I like Sam Bennett. I'm a Florida fan. Bedard should have been there over Sam Bennett. The Olympic game is different than the Four Nation. Bennett is great as a grinder and as a hitter, but you just can't do that. And when you already have like a Wilson and a Marshall there, I felt it was a bit of a hat on a hat. And I think they could have used the speed that Bedard would have brought, or at least a little bit of that goal scoring ability. You imagine if they put Bedard and Celebrini on the same line with like Crosby or something stupid like. Either way, Bedard's still obviously one of the big pulls here. Just pull 10 more 4 cards and I'll clean them up. Well, you're gonna pick every time. Dale, you don't get a box throw. You've already gotten enough. Jack, that is for you. And please hold just a moment as I have a little refreshment. Please hold. Ah, delicious. All right. And if you want to have a drink sponsored, please email me and we will get your drink on the air. 2 autographs per box on average. One should be a future watch. And typically, all autos are going to be hard signed. 10 packs with 9 cards each. And then we'll get into the big boys. The 3-headed monster with the 2 stature and the Engrained. Sid the Not So Kid is your first base, followed by Marshy and Pedersen. Freshman Focus with Matthew Poitras, so that goes to Dale. Nice rookie card there for Poitras. And, well, that says Future Watch. So what we're going to do, because these can sometimes be anticlimactic, we're going to put it right there on top of the Engrained, while Willie's going to keep an eye on it, and we're going to continue. We will take a look at that card after we're done the packs, but again, sometimes it can be anticlimactic to show it off right away, and then next thing you know, you're going through like 7 packs without autos in them. Yet again, Brock Nelson. Also, Don't Bring Me Down. Pay hints. Jake Gitzel. Nick Suzuki. Trust me, if I can sing your name, I will find a way. These are bounty cards. Once you collect them all, you go on the Upper Deck website, you scratch them off, you redeem the codes, and you get a prize. Your prize may not be as good as what Downtown Dale Trace just got as a first liner, or anyone else guessing a number who would get a prize regardless, but it is still a prize. Daniel Gushin is your freshman focus. Ryan Shea, your unsigned red future watch. Tiny Tage, Mikey Anderson, and don't look at that guy, some loser named Jack H. I don't know, but yeah, some other whatever. We continue. I should mention patch autos are a case hit, 1 in 16, so we'll see what we can find there. Don't look at D-Lark. Sebastian Aho, we're not upset with the Finns, so we can pay attention to Aho a little bit. Hey, Sebastian. Goal Caulfield. And there is a giveaway, a backwards autograph. Sign of the Times for Matthias Samuelsson. And that goes to Trevor, who sent the Bruins to Downtown Dale Traits, and in return received the Buffalo Sabres. So Matthias Samuelsson. Let's do that. Let's move Pickering here to the front so we can see over the small cam. We have an Evolve card. These are both Buffalo and Vegas. We will raffle this card off at the end of the break when we give away a free spot for next week. Trevor, you have Buffalo, and Vegas belongs to Vegas. Number 13 is Lee. If either one of you guys don't want the card, you can just tell me, and I'll just give it to the other person. And if you guys want me to raffle it, I'm more than happy to raffle it as well. They're not necessarily big value cards, but at the same time, don't look at Tiny Tage. We don't like him either. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I got distracted by the Americans. Again, Perron, Stone, and Eberle is your base. We continue. We've got the Otter, the Grade 8, and Seth Jarvis. Behind Jarvie is another auto. We'll just go for this one. Give it. You got it, Trev. On a no, Durando all over again. May not be the biggest hit, but it gets the Islanders on the board. And if you have the New York Islanders, like Scott Carson does, you're probably happy to see some ink pop out. So, Autono Durando is your hard-signed auto. What are you complaining about, Cause? This is painful today. You're killing me. What is this? You won gold. Like, let us grieve. Holy crow. Vincent Iorio. Matt Burr, your limited red. Kaneki, JT Miller. And Brock Besser. I'm going to make a note. Eichel. equal Vegas. So Lee, that Evolve Eichel card will go to you, as Trevor had nothing to do with that. How about some Flyers that had nothing to do with the game today? I think that's a sad admission that your favorite team had nothing to do with the game today, cause, but you know, it is what it is. Clayton Keller, Brent Burns, J-Rock's favorite player in the whole wide world, Math. And we have a third auto, and now I'm wondering what the heck is in that pack over there. Fraser Minton. That's actually a pretty decent pull. Minton, now a part of the Bruin organization. And Fraser Minton heard sign. Toronto. Mario C likes to keep it clean. Fraser Minton heard signed auto. How about that? Holy crap, we're already running out of room here. There you go. Carlson and Letang collaborating together, and Mikey Anderson, Stammer, Pavelski, and the Thrill are the base. And at this point, we're just going to see what that pack is, because I'm starting to think it maybe was an unsigned Future Watch, since we just got 3 autos. I highly doubt we got 4, but I guess you never know. So this was the pack, the very first one that we opened, and then we'll finish off the right side of the box. All 3 autos were on the third side. Third side? All 3 autos are on the left side. What the hell am I talking about, third side? You can tell I'm grieving and distracted. Oh, well, how about that? Matt Tompkins, number 633 of 999. If you have number 633, you know what to do. Keandre Miller was there, and your base were Johnny Quick, Mikko Rantanen, and Keandre Miller. Well, this is probably going to be an anticlimactic rest of the break, since we just pulled 3 autos with Durando, Mitten, and Samuelson. But we'll try to pick up the pace here a little bit for the rest of this box. So Shesterkin, Nate Mack, Ziggy, collaborating as a red parallel of Timmy Stu and Claude Giroux. Some pageantry for Jared McCann in Seattle, and Dmitry Voronkov, your Columbus red unsigned. Kyle Connor, JT, and Andrei Svechnikov is your base. Patrick, you said yes, please. I'm assuming you're saying that because you want me to pick up the pace because we already saw the autos. McTavish, if it's not that, please explain why you said yes, please. Kirby Duck, Kevin Fiala, poor Fiala. Ryan O'Reilly, yet again, Buffalo, St. Louis, and Toronto. So this will be, again, a raffle between the 3 of you. If anybody with Buffalo, St. Louis, or Toronto does not want their card, just make a message and we will find a person. There's a beauty. Peter Forsberg getting some pageantry. Gotta love the legends, the veteran, the Hall of Famers. That's what I should be saying. And that's the red pageantry. So last week we got Mario Last week we got Mario Lemieux. And this time Peter Forsberg. You get 1 red pageantry per box. John Quick, Taro Turavinen, Rhino, and Kopi are the big. Oh, Dale. Alright. Hunter, you'll pass on it. You think you got St. Louis. I appreciate you. Saves me a bit of time. So, Trevor, you have Buffalo. And Mario, you have Toronto. So if any of you guys don't want, or if either one of you two don't want that Evolve card, just let me know and I'll just hand it over to the next guy. Mario, I think, typically watches after the fact. But Trevor, if you want that, just don't say anything. We'll raffle it between the 2 of us. Nico. Nope, we don't care about him. Cole Perfetti, freshman focus with Dustin Wolf. There is a pageantry parallel for Will Cooley, the second best Cooley in the league behind Dmitry Kulikov, of course. Adam Ginning, your limited red. There you go, Mark. You get some flyer action in front of your face with a rookie. Roman Josi, Lundy, and Sorokin are the base. And Trevor, you pass. So I appreciate you guys for making my life easier. Equal Tor, which is Mario. Perfect. So we don't have to worry about that Evolve card. That is the worst part of this product, is all these friggin' Evolve cards for a break. Then you gotta actually raffle them through, and it's like, bark. That's what they say. Well, we don't care about him. The Nuge, Josh Norris. There's an Ottawa card for you. Caulfield and Slav collaborating together for Montreal. Matthew Coronado, your pageantry. That is a rookie for Coronado, by the way. Mikko Rantanen, limited red. Troy Terry, Jordan Kyrou, and poor Kevin Fiala. Poor Kevin Fiala. He may never be the same. He had that bad injury in the leg a little while ago, and to get those fractures, like, he may never be the same again. Suzuki, Laffy. Let's get a little focus here for the final pack anyway. Jacob Markstrom. Collaborating together is Evgeny Kuznetsov and TJ Oshie. Darnell Nurse, some pageantry, and let the Levy break Marylinum for Ottawa. Nico Heischer, we don't talk about that guy, and Timo Meyer. If you guys want to hear about American players like Cause does, please tune in next week after the wounds have healed. And that is your box of SP Authentic, and even just looking at what we've got so far, 1, 2, 3, 4 autos. We've got a 1 in like a million box hit with the ice shelves. Beautiful short print Pickering. We've got a PMG. Got a PMG with Miko. Short print Bedsy, the Gold Bullion, the Celebrating Exquisite as well. Dale, here are the prizes you can win. 2024 I'm just kidding. We will continue. No, Cause there won't be any Kachuk love this break. We're not talking about that. Now, I am man enough to admit to you, guys, if Canada won, you'd be seeing Canada cards shoved down your camera screen like there'd be no tomorrow. That's just the way it is, my friends. So I don't know what to tell you. This is regular Engrained. We only have about, I want to say, 2 boxes of this left after this one that we're going to rip. Box number 48 is the one here. Hopefully channeling our, I don't know, I was going to say our inner lane Hudson, but I guess he's a year after that. Engrained icons is something we've done quite often. Regular Engrained. We've had some gorgeous stuff. Top cards that we've had would have been a patch auto for Slav at a 25. And because we aren't allowed to use curse words while alive, no Kachuk. I get it. You're right. And we've had stuff like Pedersen's at a 35. A whole bunch of different... oh, God, Brad, don't set me up like that. It's a prize if you get the number correct, Brad. If you're a first liner, you qualify for a bigger prize. If you're not a first liner yet, you will still get a prize if you get the right number and like the feed. It just won't be quite to the value of what I just showed. So earlier, Dale being a first liner, he got the 24 or 25-26 Series 1. I swear to God, I'm regretting this first liner thing already. It's added probably an extra 25 minutes to the break. Trevor, thank you for looking out for me. This box throw is for you. Oh, goodness gracious, sakes alive. All right. 23-24 Engrained. Only half a dozen cards. Then we're going to get into Stature from there. Do keep in mind, we will show a little bit. Well, we'll do kind of our commercial after we do this box of Engrained. I'll tell you what we're going to do next week for next Sunday's break. Excuse me. There's your little sneak peek with a very thick one at the bottom. We got a Cast of Greatness or a metal one in the back. And the icon of the Arizona Coyotes, Shane Doan. Could they have chosen a better photo than this? Who knows? But that is the photo that they went with, nonetheless. 177 is the number that we're looking for. 177 of 299. Behind that, just wait till the next one. Oh, God. You know what? I changed my mind. You get one prize and that's it. Dale, you're done. Owen Beck, following up from there. It is number 162. It's like we're playing bingo, just waiting for someone to just jump out. Rookie card with Les Habitants de Montréal. And a nice pickup for Hunter, who got Montreal in a trade today. We'll start to get into the hits, I would say. Let's see here. Red Bucket, 53. Mosai. That would have been a nice auto to get. Synthesis. We'll take a really quick look at the Cider. Cider really starting to bust out. Like, you know, the classic is always takes defenseman a couple years, but he's really now becoming the guy with the Wings. The Red Wings are getting freaking scary in the Atlantic Division as of late. There's a quick peek there at the back. So there's a Synthesis card with former Rookie of the Year, Mort Cider. Alrighty. This one is more than likely going to be an auto. White Bucket 68. Now, it's not Icon, so I don't think it's the guy that we all immediately thought of. It's Victor Olofsson. Not too shabby. Olofsson was supposed to be much better than he actually worked out, I guess. He kind of left Buffalo to go to greener pastures, and the grass isn't always greener on the other side. Why does this card look so different, you say? Well, there is about 5 years worth of Engrained packed into this product. So that is technically a 1920 Engrained card, and the fact that it is a rookie certainly helps. So Buffalo, that is you, Trevor, and you have a gorgeous Victor Olofsson. I miss saying Victor Olofsson whenever we pull this stuff, because I believe he is Swedish. Yes, he is. And with a name like Olofsson, it's just perfect. Like, come on. And I agree, Chris. It is a very nice card. 2 left. We have our metal card, and then we have a thick one. Let's get some focus here on all one back. Haven't been to break in a bit. I'll do one next week. Oh, yeah. Excellent, Brad. I think you're in for our Tuesday break. Not this coming Tuesday, but the next one. But yeah, if you want to get into Sunday, I can either take a note or you can message me. Just confirm if it's Sunday that you want in. There's your metal, the Electrocast with Tyler Toffoli. That is a metal card. That now goes to Santa Scott, who acquired the Devils in a trade with Hunter earlier this afternoon. So those are very, very sharp ones just because of the actual metal there to it. And there he is. Hey, Scotty. Better late than never, my friend. Hope you're able to rewatch the break. You had a couple decent pulls here so far. And let's see what's behind here. Not necessarily a flyer. Could just be a background character, for lack of a better term. Hopefully we get... This is a very thick one as well, like a 180 point. It is James Hetfield's favorite player in the whole wide world. Noah Cates. 136. With the rookie signature shots on the carbon fiber stick. And there you go, Cause. A gorgeous Philadelphia Flyer. Noah Cates, quite the up-and-comer. He's not a schlubby guy. The silver stick, there's the back. Signed, of course, by Noah Cates. So, shushu. And there is your final hit from 23-24 Engrained, as we decide who has to move to the back. At least these horizontal cards are nice, because I can put them there. You can still see. I'd like to see the auto, but it is what it is. So there you go. With Noah Cates. Very, very nice. So Brad, I'll put you down for one spot on Sunday. Next Sunday. So put you down for the one at the 75. And what's that? Somebody asked out loud what we're breaking next Sunday. Oh man, I'm not prepared at all. Oh wait, yes I am. Here's what we're doing next Sunday. So the 2 big highlights will be Premier and Black Diamond. Those boxes are getting hella expensive. So Premier sells about 600 bones now. Black Diamond's almost 500. We have Bedard 23-24. We will do Artifacts 25-26 and a Lore Hobby of 25-26. And we're going to take advantage of the 22-23 Ice. We have that on sale here for only $99.99. So we'll toss him in there as well. So that will be next Sunday. And as a reminder, Patrick, I know you're already in it, but Andrew Morrison... if you choose to even take one spot in that Sunday break, you will be qualified as a first liner. What happened to my focus? There it is. Ba-boom. Jack, you would like 2. I can do that for you. So Jack for 2, Hunter for 1, and Brad for 1 as well. We all had that chant in our head before he said his name. Chris, it's weird because I do get people quite often where they're like, I was opening up this box at home and every time I pull this guy, I hear your voice or that type of thing. It's really weird for me who just stumbled into doing this where my voice is actually still kind of like, in y'all's heads. So I want to say I'm humbled and I apologize that you have to hear my voice. Okay, 2 statues. Box 19 and box number 8. Patch autos are 1 in every 3. You get an autograph per box, and these are dual years. So if you have any hot rookies from either 23-24 or 24-25, these are the boxes for you. Very short checklist, only 5 cards per pack. These will be the 2 go-home boxes. And remember, After this break, we're going to give away a free spot for next Sunday's break. Andrew, you would like to. That is excellent. Andrew, 2 spot. So, Andrew and Patrick, prepare to join the First Liners Club next week, which will qualify you for the merch draw. We appreciate you guys. Hard to say if there's a patch in there or not. I'm going to lean maybe towards no, but you never know. Because we don't know. And who does know? Alex, you normally don't watch live, but you watch after the fact. This box flip is to show that we still think about you, buddy. Alright. There we go. So, good news, bad news. Bad news, no patch. Good news, 6 cards, which 6 cards can sometimes mean 2 autos. Usually means someone in a past stature did not sign in time, like 22, 23, 21, 22. I'm not saying we're going to get one, but I am saying that one of these cards has some gold or yellow at the top, which we don't see often. So that can be a spicy meatball. Halifax's second favorite son, Nathan McKinnon, is going to act as your opening base card. Man, he made a couple great tournament, but he missed that wide open net, and I was really disappointed with the way that the game-winning goal happened. I felt that he had an opportunity, knowing 3 guys, 3-on-1. He could have chipped to that puck. He could have cleared the zone. He could have done a few things. He could have just stick-checked it. Instead, he held behind, got muscled off the puck, and he's standing in the corner watching the 3-on-0 happen in front of Bennington. So, McKinnon, excellent time. With that said, I'm not ragging on McKinnon. He was probably the only Canadian player visibly fighting back tears. I think he felt that pressure and he knew it. And we still love you, Mac. We still love you. But definitely tough. Moving on. Brian Leach. Vince, you're going to love that. We're always a fan of seeing those veterans, those Hall of Famers come through. Number 1158 of 1199. If anybody has number 1158, you'll win 2 prizes. Why? Because I'm confident nobody has number 1158. We're now going to go from the back. Excuse me. Same as Seamus Casey, back again. Seamus Casey's here. Tell a friend. Scott, you have the Devils, as you traded them to Montreal, and that will go well with your 1 out of 80 pack Good Bouillon of Seamus Casey. So there's a decent hit for Jersey. Once again, that card is probably the yellow, so we got some interesting colors on the way. So let's now go from front to back and see what this extra card here in our box of Stature is hiding behind Brian Leach. Green. These should be 23-24 out of 199. That's a really good player to have us following us around. We've had Wyatt Johnston. Notice the T. People come in and say Wyatt Johnson. It's like a dog whistle to me. Or God forbid you call Kent Johnson Kent Johnston. Number 123. Somebody must have picked 123 just for fun, right? But a beautiful hit for Dallas, who's been largely skunked up to this point. That goes to Johnny. Johnny, who joined the break here this week. And a very, very nice Wyatt Johnston. Let's get Johnston on display. Oh my goodness, what do we even... I don't even know what we remove at this point. Let's do that. There we go. Alright. 2 more cards. Brian, what you got? So that design definitely looks different. So this one right here in the middle, I don't think it's a bad Stature card, is there? I mean, they're just so beautiful, Brad. You got that right. This would be our bonus card, for lack of a better term. The different design, blue bucket number 10, Simon Holmstrom. Holmstrom might not be the name that you're looking for, but if you have the Islanders coming and hoping for Schaefer, you did go away with 2 rookie autographs. The Arnaud Durando Future Watch and the Simon Holmstrom 153 of 199. The Isle belonged to Scott. There you go. There you go. How about that? So Scotty, you're on the board with a Holmstrom auto. Well, you were already on the board, but... And now we've got this kind of gold yellowy one. Thanks, Levy. As a reminder, Levy was the one who made my card holders here for me, my card stands. We just have so many hits, we can't keep them all straight. See how short printed this is. Out of only 50. And that's great. A team that really was not getting anything up to this point. 50 of 50. Jared McCann with the old crack attack. And as always, the number 1, the jersey number, or the last bookend in terms of 50 of 50 typically adds value to it. Seattle, somebody had posted Seattle for trade. Was it Jack? Matt Maticus. 50 of 50, Jared McCann. Beautiful gold. Like, I really like the yellow that they have on there. It shines quite nicely. And again, you love it when the teams that aren't hitting are getting some love. So, very nice, Jared McCann on the board for you. And sorry, sophomore Bedsy. 50 of 50 Stature is going to take over. And then there was one, box number 8, which I picked for Freggie, because he always picks number 8. This is the go-home box, my friends. Your cards will be ready to pick up by tomorrow morning. Hard to say about that one either. Slightly thicker, but at the same time. And, oh yeah, I gotta flip a box. Chris! Miss you, McCully. That's for you. Alright. Well, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that there's no patch. The good news is that there are 6 cards again. Interesting. Very, very interesting that the 2 boxes that I grabbed just so happen to have 6 cards in them. But that should hopefully mean 2 autos yet again, so there's your sneak peek, as you can see some of the colorful parallels, orange, a little bit of green. We got some ruby red there. The grade 8 is your first base card. A little bit of focus on him. Alright. Bonne chance, everyone. Philadelphia hits. Tyson Forrester, the up-and-coming forward with Philadelphia. 815 of 999. I'm going to show the very back card now. JT gets Toronto on the board. 133 of 199. If you have number 133, you know what to do. Since we now know that the autos are flush right in the middle, I'm going to show the back card again once I get some focus. There we go. Back card again. The Thrill. 66. Chris McCully. Chris McCully. I swear to God, if you weren't paying attention to the prizes, I'm going to shoot you. Your Honor, my client didn't shoot him. He merely inflated his heart with gun. So, Chris, you have number 66, I believe, because you typically go the Mario Lemieux route. That Kirill Kaprizov short print is a hit for you. So please let me know the prize that you would like to have. If you would like a very rapid show, perfect. Look, Dale, take a note. Look at what Chris did. He immediately knew what to pick. And Chris McCully, congratulations. Once again, the benefit of being a first liner consistently supporting the D&M Sports Breaks. So just by picking a random number out of the sky, Chris McCully has won a pack of 24-25 Extended Hobby. So congrats to you, Chris McCully. Let's get you down. Chris McCully, 24-25 Extended Hob. Perfect. Are you sure? I think we gotta go back and look at the prizes. Oh, Hunter, you're tickling me today. We got a red, and then we kind of have that update card. You should ask about the prize. Stop making me look bad. Dale, you did that to yourself a while ago. Alright, so let's show the update card now. This one also looks like it would have been that 22-23. There is another card behind Forrester I'm pulling down with it. We'll get to that red one. Blue Bucket 92, that's a good sign. We can take that all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. But I only have one, so it doesn't really matter. Gabriel Landeskog, you get the captain of the Colorado Avalanche. That's never a bad time. And Patrick, paying dividends yet again. A beautiful card for you, my friend. Gabriel Landeskog. It is so busy in the store right now. It is awesome. I love you guys. What are we going to move? I don't know what we're doing anymore. Let's do this. Let's put Landeskog right there, even though you can't really see him. Move that over maybe. There you go. Something like that. Okay. And this is it, my friends. Landeskog was not specifically numbered, so no short print to that. This red one should be, though. And good luck to everybody. That little parallel at the top shows 23-24. White lid. 43. That is sharp. That is sharp. Live by the trade, die by the trade. And Hunter sent the New Jersey Devils to Scott for Montreal, meaning this Luke Hughes card. And I'm not trying to knock you down, Hunter. Hope you're happy for Scotty. 79, the number we're looking for if you have it. We don't like the other two Hughes brothers right now, but I guess Luke gets a pass. He didn't specifically do anything negative to us. And a very, very nice hit with the Devils. So Scott Carson, a gorgeous Luke Hughes, and that is an excellent, excellent way to go home on with something like that. We made out like bandits, did we not? Your 3 stars of the night, again, are pretty much impossible to do. I will give at least an honorable mention to the ice shelves, which is one in almost every 600 packs that comes out of ice. We had our gold bullion for Seamus Casey. The Devils ended up being a good winner here today. Right, 100% Trevor. The Luke Hughes, arguably one of our, well, you know what, our top 3 stars, as much beautiful stuff as we had, they're probably all going to come from Stature. So let's just go in order. 3rd star of the night, Gabriel Landeskog with the Avs, your Capitaine de l'Avalanche. Your 2nd star of the night, Wyatt Johnston, out of only 199. Hard sign for him. And that is a sophomore card, 23-24. And your 1st star of the night, the go-home card, Luke Hughes, hard signed, 79 of 99. The beautiful red parallel out of Stature. So definitely, like I say, an amazing way to end it and to go home on. And that is it, my friends. We did it. We did another one. We did the break. If you want to get into next week, you know what to do. You're so welcome, Chris. I appreciate you saying that. Appreciate all of you guys beyond belief, of course. Congrats to Dale and Chris, our first liners, picking up their first big prize of the week. And again, we will do a first liner break later on. Your welcome merch. I appreciate you. Thank you, Trevor. I appreciate you guys. We'll do that first liner break later on in the week, probably next Saturday, being the final day of February. So stay tuned for that. If you're a first liner, you want to be in on that. So, for the meantime and in between time, a separate video will go up in about 10 minutes to give away a free spot to that Premier and Black Diamond break next Sunday. But until then, as always, keep your stick on the ice.